Okay, so this is week 2, and now we're on to the backhand, okay? There's a couple ways to hit a backhand. You can hit it with one hand like this, or one-hand slice. The first one was topspin, by the way, that I hit. This is a one-handed slice, and then we've got a two-handed backhand, okay? What I'm going to demonstrate with a little bit is the one-hander and the two-hander to show you what we're going to do on the red light. Remember how we had the red light last week of the forehand, just touching the ball? Well, we're going to do the same thing with the backhand. So whether it comes high or low, you're trying to get it in between your knees and your chest. So you got to move your feet to get to that point. So Betty's going to feed me the ball. I'm going to start with two hands. I just want to push it over the net, push it over the net, push it over the net, and push over the net. So that's very good there, Betty. So you see how I'm not swinging on that ball. Now if you have a one-handed backhand, she's going to feed me the ball, and I'm going to look to just touch it forward. Touch it forward. Give me a high one, Betty, so I got to move. Yeah, see, now look, I'm moving all the way back, and then I touch. See, this requires that you really move to find the ball. So you can see right there, I'm just touching the ball. The grip on this court is, whether you have a one-hand or a two-hand, your dominant hand, the knuckles are going to be on top of the racket, like that. Do you see this racket right here? My knuckles are on top, and I'm either holding it with one hand and just kind of pushing through like that, up and through, or I grab with the other hand and do the same thing, but the knuckles stay on top and just pushing through. So that's what we're doing on court 1. Of course, we always have competition. First one to 20 wins. Okay, so this is green light court. And what we're going to be doing now is a little bit of follow through. Now, if you have the two-hander and the one-hander, they're very, very different. Okay, we're going to start in the same spot, but we're going to finish a lot differently. First, we're going to do the two-hander where, again, we're not working on bringing the racket way back yet because lots of times that's tough for people to find that ball. So we're just going to be right here, right at the contact point, and then looking to push through and up. Try not to open up your racket and try not to finish like this. A lot of beginners will finish like this. Again, the finish is right here. Okay, so practice this at home before you come to the courts. I practice swings in my house all the time still today. Okay, so Betty's going to feed me the ball. I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to push and follow through. Push over and follow through. Notice I'm getting below the ball and then following through, and those strokes feel good today. I'm on a roll. And hit. So you see the stroke is very, very simple there. I'm just here and forward. Okay? Now, if I'm going to do the one-hander, again, the grip is on the top, and I'm just right out here to the contact point. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here, and I call this airing the armpit. I'm going to come here and air the armpit up as far as I can. Notice how my strings are towards the ground. I don't want to finish with the strings up like this. This is what a lot of beginners do with a one-hander, and then that ball goes sailing on them. So watch me right here. I'm going to hit. I'm going to air the armpit out. And air the armpit out. I'm getting under the ball, airing the armpit out. I'm actually taking the racket back too far. Let me start it earlier. Now I'm doing a better job. Just at the contact point. No big backswing and then through. Okay, so we want to make easy contact. I was going back too far in the beginning. Then I corrected. This made it real simple and then out. Try and also keep your chest facing the fence. What we don't want to do on the one-hander, Betty feed me a couple more, is you don't want to get in the habit of rotating too much like this. See how my chest is opening up? We don't want to do that. I want to keep my chest facing that way. So here and face out, here and face out. Notice how I also add this other hand going back, so they kind of separate and push away from each other. That is the one-hander, okay? All right, we're going to see on court 3.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Now, what we're going to do on this court is have a little bit of a competition. We're going to have people on this side on the service line. This is called the service line, everybody. And Betty's on the other side on the service line. And what she's going to do is she's going to feed me the ball underhanded. Now I'm going to work on getting my racket back a little more, following through, and then she's going to try and catch the ball in the air. And every time you catch the ball in the air, that's a point. You're trying to get to 10, and then you're going to switch. So we'll see what team can do that the fastest. So Betty's gonna feed me the ball, and I'm going to swing and follow through. Betty almost caught it. That would have been a point for us. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to hit her the ball, and I followed through. She caught that one, and that's 1 point for us. So you can either catch it on the bounce or in the air. I'm going to try and feed another one. Maybe I should feed it to where it's on the bounce. Good, now we've got 2. We're on a roll. You see I'm getting the racket back here. I'm turning. Okay, go ahead. So I'm going to turn, the racket's back. I'm going to push forward, follow through, and we've got 3. Now the one-handers, it looks like this. Go ahead. So I'm going to get set. I'm going to hit and follow through. And she caught that one. We're on a roll. Now it's Betty's turn to hit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, are you rolling, Ron?
I'm rolling.
Okay, here we go. So now Betty's she has a two-hander. She's gonna hit and fall through. Try and fall through all the way over your shoulder, Betty. That's right. That's the goal on this court, is to fall through over the shoulder. That's okay if we miss because we get another ball. And then we come through, okay? So that's what we're doing. First team to 10 wins. That's court 3. We'll see you on court 4. Okay, so now Betty and Ron are back with Quick Start this week, and they are working on trying to hit backhand. See how Betty did a great run to get around to hit that backhand. So Ron actually has a one-hander, and Betty has a two-hander. So this is a good demonstration. Notice how Ron is doing a lot of kind of blocking. Betty's got a little more top spin and is swinging up and through. So what you're trying to do on this court, you're not going to be able to do it every time though, but you're trying to aim for each other's backhand, and it looks like they're in a rhythm now. And look at these great rallies you're able to have with this. And I'm telling you, you're going to love these balls. I have a lot of 8 to 10-year-olds who can come out and have great rallies right away, even though they're beginners. So this is what we're going to be doing on court 4. Okay, so now we're up to court 5. That's competition court. Court 5 is competition court. And we've learned the forehand, and then tonight we've learned the backhand. So on competition court, try and have good form on both. We're playing with the softballs again. And again, it's that king and queen of the court. So that's what we're doing. We're going to have, I think we're going to do doubles. The second week we'll do doubles, where it's going to be two players up versus 2 players. You win the point, you take their spot. Okay? And we will see you next week.